Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Gang of Mac podcast. Tonight, we are playing Fall Guys, and we are going to talk about 101 things that we think should be added or removed or tweaked about the game. Because, I mean, who doesn't love Fall Guys, but it's not without its problems. I kind of lied about the 101 part. I have some written down. I have like 13 written down, but I feel
We'll
like...
see if we can stretch
Yeah,
it
I
out.
feel like over the course of playing, maybe we'll come up with more. But let's just get it all queued up, shall we?
Yeah, let's just get right into
Let's
it.
get right into
What do
it,
you
okay?
say, Joe?
What do you say, Joe?
Yep.
That's what I liked.
Okay, so how many... So, you like, a party can only be 4 people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't it be like 5? I mean, we've run into situations where we're like, we gotta kick one of us because there's like too many friends, you know? That sound reasonable?
Yeah, I think 4 is just like a pretty like standard number for like parties and games, but
Oh,
having
play
more would
games.
be welcome.
so I wouldn't know. But I mean, yeah. 5
Yeah, I
sounds
just
reasonable.
feel like they might want to cap it off at 4 just so it's like not too many people taking over a lobby all
Yeah.
in one group.
I feel
but
like you
I think
could get
5
to,
wouldn't really make much of a difference.
yeah, you could get to like a final round where like everyone's just from the same party. And then you
Yeah,
just
it's all
hand it
like
off to one
sabotage
guy.
the other people. Yeah.
Yeah, I get why it's 4, but I feel like 5 would be reasonable. Honestly.
Yeah, 5 seems like a good number.
Okay. Anyway, let's see. One I have written down. So that's one thing we talked about. Okay. So here's another thing. I think they desperately need to add more maps. Honestly.
Definitely.
I think.
Might be like my number one thing.
Yeah. That was the first thing I wrote down. I think the funnest levels are just the ones where you're running through, and like barreling through. I think they just need more of them. Like just keep them coming, really.
Yeah,
And
like
dying.
just add a lot more variety because it gets really repetitive. Because after you've played the game for like a couple hours, even you're like, all right, I've already seen every map like 5 times.
Yeah.
What else is there?
Yeah, I must say that today they did add, like, I think it's today that they added it, but they started adding, like, they randomized the levels, so the levels will have, like, certain little things that are different each time. I think they definitely need to keep that going. Like, do you see this?
This is my first time seeing it. They got that whacker.
They got
right
this
in the
whacker,
middle
and
here.
it just, like, having little different details like this every time, it's such a repetitive game. Like, they really need to change up, spice up the experience, you know?
Yeah, it definitely adds a lot more variety than just like memorizing the thing and just going the exact same path every time.
Okay, so that's 2 things. So a third thing that I wrote down is I think they need to, I don't really know what to do about this, but team games are just garb. Like, who likes the team games, you know? Maybe I'm alone on this, but like they need to do something about them. Like, ease up on them, or like they're already there, they're already cool, I guess, but like nobody likes them. It feels like you're flipping a coin whether you're gonna win or not. It doesn't feel like you're like playing a game.
Yeah, I love that like your controls like taken out of your hands on team games.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like a whacker right in the middle here, but like even if you're like trying super hard and you're doing really good, if the rest of your team isn't, like you can still lose.
Yeah, especially on the stupid like egg. That just feels like completely random whether you're gonna win or not.
Yeah, and you just feel like you get cheated out of something you should have won.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, pretty straightforward. Like, I don't know what the solution is to that, but just tweak it somehow. I think
Some team game modes like they can be kind of fun, but overall it's just it doesn't feel good.
They're
playing
fun when you
along
win.
with them. Yeah. And it can be fun like with friends messing around sometimes, but even then like there's not a whole lot of like interaction you have with your friends on them.
Yeah. I did notice though that they're adding some of like the whackers to the team games too. Like playing
really?
soccer earlier and there's whackers. That did kind of make it more fun because it was just blowing the balls everywhere, and it's like, if you're gonna have a stupid team game where everything is chaotic and out of your control, just might as well just make it as stupid and chaotic as possible.
Yeah.
I think that's a positive change. They've kind of ameliorated that. Let's see. Oh, here's just a little pet peeve that I've had this whole time. I think so. When you win or you die or something, like, I think it should automatically spectate to your someone in your party.
Yeah, definitely.
You just have to like cycle through like 100 people until you find like, oh, what is it, Fall Guy like 1806 or something? No, like I'm the other baseball guy. Like, oh shoot, okay. Like just other games they know like just spectate the person in your party, and if you like, why wouldn't you want to see that person most of all? You know?
Exactly. Like, it just gets really annoying because you have to remember like all of your different friends' 4-digit numbers.
yeah.
Like, all right, who's this? Like,
Yeah.
if they change their costume, it'll like mess you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a battle royale game. It's like 100 or 60 people. Like, it's a lot to switch through.
Yeah, and that's just one little change that would just make things a lot more enjoyable, I feel like. Or just less tedious, I guess.
Yeah.
Having like
Everything
spam
counts.
your mouth through. Yeah.
Let's see. I think is that 4 already?
I think
I
so.
don't know. Okay, well anyway,
Something like that.
this one just reminded me of a 5th one. Bring back being able to pick your name. Like, apparently you were able to do in the old days, you know?
Yeah, that came to mind also, and we were just talking about that.
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause
just make
like,
it.
even if they did that, without doing the one we just talked about, that would still make it a little bit. Oh well, I just fucking died. That would still make it a little bit easier to find your friend.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, as long as just make it so you can't make it like the N word or something, and then there
Yeah,
you go,
something
problem solved.
filter for it, because I feel like that makes it kind of like more personal too.
Yeah,
because like
it'll add
you have someone that's like your rival in the game, like butt guy.
Yeah.
He just
Oh,
tries to throw me off the
there's
edge.
Pickle Joe or something, you know.
Yeah, then you'll be like holding a grudge against them. And it's like a little friendly.
It'll add character to a
Gotta
rivalry.
get that guy. Yeah, if you see someone with like a funny name, like
Yeah, like
just adds to it.
Pickle Rick 2988 or something.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that was like 5 or something.
You died, Joe. Oh no, you're still alive.
Is that
I
5
see.
or 6? I haven't been tallying
okay.
these.
I've been keeping track, but
Whatever.
yeah.
Well, I'll tally them all up at the end, or maybe Joe will. Who knows? Let's see.
Wait, what?
Nothing. Okay. Oh. Here's a small one. I think whenever people leave, it doesn't show at the end. It doesn't show that they died. It doesn't show them fall out of the doors. So gotta instate that ASAP, because it's less satisfying when like you went through this really long thing and then just like 2 people die at the end.
Yeah. And sometimes it's a little like confusing too, because
Yeah.
like what? How did it
It's
end
like,
with like
and all
those
that
people
3 people
leave?
fell out? But yeah, no. It just, when people leave, it just, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just nice to keep track of like how many people are coming in and out each round.
Yeah, there might be like a reason. It might be like harder to it might be like some internet connection thing, or it's like we gotta sever it, or else I don't know.
Yeah, might be something technical.
There's
like
got to be
that.
some way to work around it. But anyway, let's see. What's another one? Oh, here's one I think they took care of already, but I think they need to definitely crack down on the hackers. But
Oh yeah.
I heard that they like have started doing like anti-hacker acts. and
Yeah,
whatnot.
'cause the new loading thingy, when you open up the game, it says it has like an anti-cheat on it now.
Yeah.
So hopefully, like that's true, because this is the first game I've played since the update, and haven't seen any hackers yet. So
Yeah.
might be a good sign.
Yeah, I mean, there was just so many before.
Yeah, like you just get cheated out of wins like all the time because of them.
Like, you'd just be on the final
There's
thing,
just
and it
nothing
would,
you can do.
you'd just be on the final thing, and then like they would just fly at the end.
Yeah, it just feels bad. Like
Or you're watching a hacker go through all the hoops on the hoop game.
yeah.
Okay. They keep like fixing all the stuff that I'm like complaining about. But one of the things I wrote down was I think that they need to like adjust the team costumes more. Cause the here's like this pineapple dude. He's all white.
Yeah,
But
he's pink. Like, what is that? Is
yeah,
that red? Is that blue?
yeah. But
Ooh, dang.
oh, I wasn't even paying attention to the goal. Well, I guess we're dead. But anyway, the scout looks red at least. But I think with other colors, they just make him white.
Yeah.
I think they need to work on that because sometimes that's confusing. It's like, wait, what team are you on? Like, I can't even tell who those pineapples are on. Honestly.
Yeah, like you'll have to look really close to see like their arms or something that like a slightly different color, but
Mhm.
even then, it's still annoying.
Oh, okay. We're all dead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this
Yes.
brings me to the next point. They need to make it easier to leave because now I'm just trapped until I have the option of leaving. Like I still can't leave. Like
It's stuck on
you
that
can't
crap.
leave until until the game starts for them. But yeah, okay. Anyway, there's another gripe. Okay. The next thing I have written down, this might be kind of experimental, but I think they should add like more moves that you can do. Because as it stands, all you can do is walk or run around, jump, and dive and grab. That's it. I don't know. They should find a way to work in like a I don't know, like a backflip or like a way to just like a double jump or something, like a way to spice up the movement more. Because it's very basic, and it would add to like again like the spice of life, keeping it from being just repetitive, and you know.
Yeah.
I don't really
Yeah,
know
like,
how they
I
would
feel like-
do it, but there's got to be something they can do. Give us like
Yeah,
a
like-
crouch.
They probably just want to keep it like pretty simple for
Yeah.
the most part. Like they want to like do like 50 different moves and
Yeah.
like
They
most
could keep
different
it simple,
stuff.
but like make it kind of fun to like master along
Yeah.
the way. Like just add a crouch so that you can, I don't know. Maybe I'm, because they are trying to make it really accessible. I think maybe that would make it less accessible if like all the pros are doing like long jumps and triple jumps like Super Mario 64 or something. But I think it would add a lot.
Yeah, I haven't played like on console with the controller, but are all the buttons like already taken up by the different moves, or are there still some buttons available that could
They're
other stuff?
pretty much, honestly, they're pretty much all like taken up. But like you could make a, yeah, that is a thing. Like if it's meant to be, I don't know actually. And like the back two triggers are, but maybe like the bumpers are something. I don't know.
Yeah, they could also add like more combos or something, like make it easier to like push people or just
Yeah,
other
yeah.
combos you can do by like putting the different buttons
Yeah,
together.
like the bumpers.
Oh, we
don't-
got the ball breakers.
yeah, see,
here.
they added like the balls. It's a nice little change.
Yeah.
And it's more
Oh, the
different up here.
spinners here
Yeah, they're
instead of
spinning
the gates.
jennies. See, they're already listening to us.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this
See,
GOM
change.
podcast is gonna get like Twitter yelling at us. We gotta do something. Actually,
But yeah, like with the combos and stuff, they could just add like more stuff you can do with the moves that are already existing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like maybe make it so there's like a vehicles I guess you could pilot, or like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
grab onto it and you can like control like a car or something, or
Mhm.
maybe there's like a weapon you can pick up to hit other people with in
yeah,
certain
I
game modes.
agree. I actually, here's another thing. I think they could kind of have like different loadouts. So like, you know how like one, I forget which, because I've used the mouse and the controllers. I'm using a controller right now, but like they could make the dive button like you can switch it out and it becomes like a punch or something.
Oh
Or you
yeah.
can switch it out. It becomes a super jump, or it becomes like a dash. Like I think that would be kind of cool. You could unlock some different moves that you can put on that slot instead of just having the dive.
Yeah, I think that could be cool. Or if like they added a different game mode, maybe keep it like exclusively for that.
Yeah.
They have this like the normal Fall Guys basic stuff, but then
Yeah.
they have like a different one where it's like maybe some different types of levels
Mm-hmm.
that you do, and like you have like the different loadouts you can use for that. That would like maybe like compared to the normal game, the different loadouts would give less of an advantage
Mm-hmm.
to like depending on the map. Because if you had like a certain like double jump or something,
Yeah, like
on some
it might make this
you
DoorDash
just
thing
get it.
too easy if you had like
Yeah,
double jump.
and you could just get like super lucky and just get a bunch of maps where like your moves give like a huge advantage, or you could
Yeah.
just get screwed like this move is useless. But yeah, if they like made this like levels where like it was a lot more balanced, then that could definitely work.
Yeah, it would take some planning and forethought, but something like that, something just to spice it up. Because I mean, I'm a big fan of this game, but it's like I can't play it for too long because it's just like, all right, this is my fourth time playing the matching game. I'm done.
Yeah, can only just play it in bursts before it gets way too repetitive. Oh no, Joe.
Did Joe
So
die?
yeah,
Wait.
he was like the guy at the very end.
Okay, here's one of the biggest game-breaking issues, I think. I don't even know if there's like a fix for this, but the grabbing is just so broken and unpredictable just in general.
Yeah,
Like if you're when you're especially
tail
you notice it when you're playing the tail game.
yeah,
It's like you can't grab anyone and people can grab you from like 5 feet away.
yeah. Like sometimes you'll be like having your hands like around the other guy's neck, and the tail just stays in. Like nothing happens, but there'll be a guy like 10 feet away from you, and your tail just flies out to him.
Yeah. Yeah, like if
It
they
might just be like connection or something.
Yeah, yeah, but I feel like there's I don't know. It might be unfixable, but I feel like there's a way to like I feel like other games have done similar things better.
Yeah.
But then again, can't really think of one. I wasn't even paying attention to what fruit I was supposed to be looking at. What do you think about them adding like a voice chat?
I feel like that could go bad.
Yeah, I mean, if it's supposed to be a kids game, it could go bad. This is
It would be fun, but
it would be fun,
yeah.
but I could never see them adding it.
Yeah,
What about like a text chat though?
that could work if they had like
They'd have to have Roblox type sensors on it.
yeah.
The thing about that though is like there's never like a chance to type, except for if you're dead or if you like already won or something. Because the whole game's like, oh, we gotta scramble and get to the end, or we gotta scramble and kick the balls into the goal. Like there's never a time where it's like, okay, guys, we gotta type something.
Yeah.
I didn't even pay attention that whole time. I was just following what everyone else did.
It was like the one time I did pay attention. I didn't really need to because everyone was all clumped onto the same thing anyway.
Yeah. With so this is being filmed in season 1 of Fall Guys in September of 2020, and like the season 2 thing is like it's gonna be some medieval thing, and I feel like I mean it's kind of cool, but I feel like it's not showing off too much new gameplay wise. It's just like, oh, we have knight costumes now. We have medieval age costumes. Like, okay, well, we already have a bunch of like based costumes. I mean, that's more. It's great to have more, but I'd like to have more revolutionary. Like new levels is more exciting. Then they did show off like one new level where you're like pushing blocks around, which is new. So that's cool, but yeah.
They might just be like waiting.
Yeah,
to
they
show
might be
off everything
savoring
they
it.
got. Oh man, that was the last guy through.
Oh, so you did make it though.
Yeah.
See, look,
Yeah,
like-
hopefully that's just the tip of the iceberg with their new stuff.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
There's gonna be a lot more once it actually comes out.
yeah,
The final one.
yeah. Honestly, that pretty much covers all like the things that come to mind, like for stuff that I would change. Just pretty much boils down to give us more stuff.
Mm-hmm. and just like a few changes to existing stuff to make it better.
Mm-hmm. Maybe add more finales too, but because as of now it's just this one and the Fall Guys Mountain or whatever.
And
And the
And the
hexagon,
hexagon, yeah, true.
and very rarely
There's
it's the
another
tail one.
Oh yeah.
oh my gosh.
Why is that one so rare? Like what? Oh god, I'm gonna.
I think it's only when there's like 5 or less people left or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Yeah, I think it would be kind of cool if like you could sacrifice like the dive and get like a sick dash or something
Yeah, that could be cool.
or like I think a punch or something would be awesome.
Oh,
To
no.
just be able to punch dudes off.
Yeah. It's like knock them over.
But
with a
it could have like a cooldown where you can't like just spam the punch. It would have to be like you have to like okay, I did a punch, but the bar cools down, so it's like every like 5 seconds you have it or 10 seconds or something.
Yeah,
Like that.
it'd be pretty funny for this mode too, because right when the thing's about to come, you like punch them over and they
Uh-huh.
get pushed off.
Yeah. And it would add more customization, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I need to keep counting.
Oh. Ooh.
Just barely squeezed through that one. Oh,
Ooh.
it's you and Eggy. Oh no.
I get second place on that one so much. Like I always make it to. There's always just one other guy that's a tiny bit better than me.
Fall
It's
Guys
frustrating.
250.
Yeah. Well,
That was a good one.
yeah. It's a shame that I maxed out my levels. Okay,
Yeah. That's another thing I guess they could add.
what, more
It's
levels?
Like after this, like sort of like a prestige thing. After like every, I don't know, like couple thousand XP or so, you get like a couple thousand kudos, something
Mhm.
like that.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
so you're not like, ah, well, I already finished. Like, there's not much more for me to do.
Yeah, I feel like,
Like that-
though, it's kind of
Yeah.
cool to just have this be like your season 1 thing. And it's like, okay, well, I'm done with this. Now I'm waiting for season 2. The
Yeah.
season 2 levels. But yeah, they could add some kind of prestige to the level system. Oh, let me look at this shop. Yeah, okay, well, I mean, I think we pretty much said like everything there's to say on that topic. That
Yeah.
it overall a fun game, but it's like it's got its problems. I mean, it is fresh out of the oven too, so of course there's gonna be some things that I mean, with everyone, it's become so popular that they have to be putting more resources toward it. So I'm optimistic to see what happens with it.
Yeah, hopefully they like play their cards right and they don't like put stuff out too slow and make the
Mhm.
game just kind of die.
Yeah, I feel like with Overwatch, it was like pretty exciting. It felt like a lot of stuff, but then after a while, it's just like, okay, like we're getting one hero every. It's kind of repetitive, you know.
Yeah, and
It
it's
kind of
just,
made
like,
me lose. I hope this doesn't become like Overwatch. I hope they can make it really something that you'll be wanting to go back to a lot. But I mean, time will
Yeah.
tell. Once we make the 2021 episode of the GOM Fall Guys podcast.
We'll see how things have changed.
Yeah.
Revisit.
Yeah, we'll revisit the topic.
See if they listen to any of our ideas. or
Yeah. I mean, they already pretty much are listening to our ideas, so I'm impressed. Is this Ubi?
No
Did
worry.
Ubi just
Yeah.
join?
not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there you go. I mean, I think we said it all. Well, we could just end it there. It could be a short one.
Yeah. And
Okay, well,
yeah, comment if you guys have any better ideas or
Yeah, I'd like
If you
to hear.
don't really
I'd like to hear
agree with
some
our idea.
suggestions if you got them. You know. And everyone's played Fall Guys. Everyone's got some kind of input onto it. So
Yeah, if you didn't play it yourself, you've probably seen YouTubers or
yeah,
streamers play it.
you've probably seen a stream or two of it. It's fun. It's worth the money. But yeah, okay, cool. That was the Gang of Mac podcast. See y'all next time. Bye.